it's Jeffrey with Real Nifty Vintage, and it has been a long time since I've done a video like this one today. So I'm going to give you a tour of my Etsy room. So I resell on Etsy if you have no clue who I am or what I do. But yes, I resell vintage items. So I have a whole room here down in the basement. We are in the basement. So I have a little room set aside where I keep all my stuff for resale. Most everything. There doesn't always fit. We are currently standing right outside of the Etsy room, and I want to show you right here because that's part of what's not contained in the room. Shipping supplies. So I will first tell you these boxes here I do purchase for Etsy, and they're, in this case I had to go to Lowe's, but I like to get the ones from Walmart. Oh, that's Lowe's again for you. There we go. Hi, Walmart. So these are large because, you know, you need large boxes sometimes. But our Walmart stopped carrying all the smaller ones. So I used to get the large ones like this, and then there was like a 16 by 16 by 16 and then a 14, 14, 14. I think they were like a red color and then a green color. Oh, look, right here. So this is that size. But the other size was 14, 14, 14, and they were like a green. Those are really cost effective. They don't cost that much. They're like $1.50 sometimes. So yes, that's the first thing. And then I have extra boxes right here. Now these boxes you get for free from the USPS, the United States Postal Service. So we've got these ones right here on top, first and foremost. These are shoebox size. There's like 25 in that little thing there, and they're free. And then these down here are 12 by 12 by 8s. And I think there's like 25 in each one of those boxes. So right over here, I have an extra stash of filler material. This is blank newsprint. You can get this at your local newspaper place. It's what they actually print newspapers on or out of. It's these giant rolls. They're heavy too, unlike this is. And I think this means it's 40 pounds. So I've got all of this paper, and that's what I use to add padding in the boxes. Okay, and then I have some of these. I just have like extra ones I get from wherever stashed out here. Okay, so that's out there. Now we're gonna go ahead and go into the Etsy room, right through this door. Okay, so the first thing off, we've got a chair. So Aaron is my photographer. He is currently doing all of my photography now for Etsy listings, so he likes to store the chair here for some reason. I would prefer it there. This is my little circus collection. It's not that fancy, but there it is. So I've got lots of fun little doodads here. This is a Hazel Atlas milk glass cup here. And then we've got the matching cookie jar, and then Bozo the Clown glasses, and then this Jocko pinball thing, and this is old 1900s, early 1900s paper stuff. That's a cool pinball thing there too. Little glasses down here in the Tom Collins style. Little noisemakers, carnival canes. That's what these are. They're marbled. Isn't that fun? So that's the circus stuff. I think I've gotten a lot of requests about what kind of circus things I have. This is it right here. Down here is where items come in. Well, there's no items on it because we're all caught up. But whenever I get new things in and they need to be photographed, they get put on this table for processing. So Aaron will wheel his little chair over here, turn on these 3 different lights. There's one up top. And then this is where they're photographed. So we'll come on in here like that and we'll take photos just like that. And this is a cool piece of vintage Formica. I love that stuff. So that's where they're photographed. Then, let me show you right over here. We've got a rolling cart, and it's currently over there. That's the stuff that's already been photographed and listed. And temporarily, it's just hanging out here in the cart, but it does need to eventually get put on one of these shelves. So these are all the items that are listed in my Etsy shop right now. And some items are on eBay. But I've got lots of things, all this open shelving so I can easily see where everything is. Lots of ceramic and figurines and salt and peppers and decorations. Yeah, so it's all kind of just, there's no system. So when something sells, I just visually take a glance around and I can usually find it within like 20 seconds. So that's not too bad. But yeah, there's really not like a section A, section B kind of thing. That'd be nice, but it seems like it's more hassle than it's worth. Over here we do have 3 little totes, and in those we keep small things like salt and peppers and figurines, and we do that so that they don't take up all this really tall space and they don't get dust and stuff on them. So they hang out in those. And again, we don't have a way of knowing which tote is, yeah, holding anything. But it seems to work for what we do. Okay, let me take you right over here. So in this corner, we have extra shipping supplies that we're actively using. So I've got bubble wrap here in this little micro bubble. Now, I buy this bubble wrap on Amazon, and I'll pretty much just do a search whenever I need it for the most cost-effective option, because it does change. It's not like I can just keep reordering the same brand. They fluctuate the prices all over the place. I get really great deals on Amazon, and I would not recommend going to Walmart. Their Walmart prices for bubble wrap is just a joke. I also sometimes use these air pockets. They come in handy whenever you're doing maybe like a first class smaller item, like in a small box, and your weight is almost a pound and you need to cut back the weight, so you pull out paper and put this light stuff in. It comes in handy, I'll say that, and it's not that expensive. Then we have more bubble wrap down here. And speaking of the bubble wrap, I buy about 700, not pounds, 700 feet of bubble wrap at a time. And that's usually about $20, so it's not expensive at all. Again, we've got more of these free boxes lined up in the back here. These are 776s. Whoa, it's like a strobe light going on. 776s, let's do it again. And then there's like a priority mail flat rate box back there. I don't use the flat rate boxes very much. And then we've got some tote bags down there. Those are for, that's just an item that I sell. And then at the bottom, I have just scraps of cardboard. I sometimes have to make my own boxes and cut boxes down. And whenever that happens, I will just throw them over here and I can use those as I need. And I'll explain a little bit more about what you could use those for in just a bit. I've got a little filing cabinet here, got extra paper here. This is not just regular paper. This is the transfer paper. Or transfer paper? No, it's shipping label paper. So it has a line down it, perforated, and it allows you to print a label on this side and a label on that side, and it's a sticker. So you don't have to tape it on the box. I'll put a link in the description for that because this stuff is really great and you can use any standard inkjet printer for it. So I've got that. Really cost effective too. And then I have some generic black ink that I use. This drawer here is where I keep my little inserts. So I will stick one of these in each package. This is just like a little thank you card. And I've got it in this other style right over here. Like that. And then I have extra tape and stuff. Fondue forks for some reason. Just in case I want to host a party. And then we have some balloons. That's for the party. So this comes in handy for all those times whenever you have your hand on something and you need a piece of tape and yeah. This one here is the tape gun. It's perfect for taping down boxes. So you would assemble your boxes this way with one of these. I've got links in the description for both of these. They're very handy, Amazon. And I've had them ever since I started and they are holding up well. And I ship a lot out. We got this little cute guy here. I don't use this one for very much. It's, you know, it's just there because it looks fun. And then we've got this here with a panda bear on it, and it has markers and pens and things in it. I strongly recommend a box cutter because we're working with boxes. And then we've got this ruler and some scissors. Those are all needed things. Himalayan salt lamp just keeps you feeling great and very therapeutic while you're putting boxes together and you're shipping. You gotta feel, here, let's all feel therapeutic together. Okay, we feel much better, don't we? This Chromebook is what I use whenever I'm doing all of my, what do you call that? Shipping. So I pull up the order on here. I can take a look and see what all the items are that I need to deal with. And then of course they are wirelessly printed on this printer. Okay, this is another big thing to have, and I think it's imperative that anyone who sells online and prints their own labels you need your own shipping thing that weighs things. What is this called? It's called a shipping scale. So this shipping scale is very good. It is made by Accutech. I'll put a link in the description. Sometimes I mean, I've heard a couple people say it gets a little wonky. I'm pretty sure any scale is going to do that. So whenever I say wonky, I mean like it'll show like a random number on here whenever there's nothing on it. I say if that happens, just turn it off, turn it back on, and it's fine. And that's pretty rare that it happens. I've had this for probably 2 years now, and it's fantastic. It goes up to 110 pounds. Wow, more than you'll ever need. Then down here, I have poly mailers. Okay, so these are like a nice strong plastic kind of material. And sometimes the item is like soft, like a pillowcase or something, and you can just throw it in there and it's fine. If it needs a little bit more padding, just a little bit, maybe you're selling, let me show you something. Maybe you're selling, not that, but maybe you're selling like a spoon or something. Okay, you could, I guess theoretically, put a spoon like this in the bag and you'll be good. What I would do is I would wrap this in bubble wrap, then get a scrap of cardboard and just do a quick wrap with the cardboard and then slide that whole thing into the bag. So, and why would I do all that? Because this is 10 cents and my little tiny boxes that I use are like 40 cents. But beside that, that weighs more. So you're gonna end up paying a little bit less in shipping by using this. I just feel better. So 10 cents, these are 10 cents each, and you can get them in sets of 100 on eBay. I'll put another link in the description for that. It's a great thing to have. I use them a lot. But speaking of these boxes, I buy 100 at a time, and they come to around $40 with free shipping on Amazon. So those are like, I have to have them. I use these like almost every single day, and they're just a joy to have. So they're called C7s, and they are 7 by 7 by 7, and they pop open and you tape them together. Oh, and then over here are the 12 by 12 by 8s that I'm actively using. So this is a good size box, free from the USPS. Have extra tape. Oh, yes, tape. Tape is something that you really want to make sure you get a good brand of. Tape Me is a great brand. It's heavy duty. It's 12 times stronger. I don't know what it's stronger than, but it's 12 times stronger and 12% more tape than what, we don't know. This is a 2.7 mil thickness. You get 360 yards, and this one was 6 rolls, but I will put a link in the description, if I can find it, where you get 12 rolls, and it's a pretty good price, a really good price for the strength of this. So again, you can get cheaper tape, maybe, from the Walmart, the Duck brand or whatever it is, but it's junk, and it tears, it like tears long ways up the roll, and it's not any good. Down here beneath these tables when you first walk in, I have storage for the towels and blankets and sheets that I sell. Those are all in plastic tote bags, tote bins, and that comes in handy, keeps them clean, out of the way, and I think that that's a really great way to store them. But with that, I am going to wrap up this video. Hopefully you liked it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.